Hello, my name is Lillian Stuhlage, and I co-wrote a book with Kevin McCormick. It was illustrated by Bill Deshawn. We are three school teachers who collaborated on Host a Little Ghost and the Story of the Mystical Mums. This PowerPoint, along with our book, can help you develop your own story. Everyone has a story to tell, but how do you tell a good story? Let's follow along with Tommy, Susie, and Little Ghost and see how to develop a story. How to write a creative story. First, you need a good idea. Look at the world around you. Try to see things in a new way. Wonder about something and then tell your story. Number 1. Start with a topic you are familiar with or you can relate to. Number 2. Now add a twist to capture the reader. Number 3. A twist can be a different way of seeing or experiencing the topic. Number 4. Combine elements to tell your story and to keep the story new. And number 5, at the end of the story, let the reader wonder, did this really happen? Reading makes you a better writer. Use class time to practice reading and writing. Get your hands on all different types of books. Different types of books can make you a unique writer. You never know what will influence your style of writing. There are 3 styles of writing within Host a Little Ghost and the Story of the Mystical Mums. Number 1, acrostic poem. Number 2, prose. Number 3, rhyming poetry. Usually a book has only one form of writing. We use 3. Why not? Most children are familiar with the fall season and Halloween. Our story takes a twist by adding a myth. Brainstorming, the myth was created by adding elements of the fall season. Mums, a whirlwind, and a little ghost. We introduced our story with this acrostic poem. The second part of our story is told in prose format. Prose is the ordinary form of written language or sentences. Once the character of Little Ghost appeared in the story, the magic of rhyming writing brought Little Ghost into Tommy and Susie's world. Take a childhood memory, then create a story or a myth. Watch as the story you planted begins to grow. Tricks of writing a myth-based story. Number 1. Pick out a natural phenomenon. Number 2. Observe carefully. Number 3. Write down things about the phenomenon. Number 4. Write down key words from your research. And number 5. Ask yourself, what if? What are some natural phenomenons that you have experienced? The crashing of waves, the flash of lightning, the feel of frosty falling snow. Don't forget to apply your 5 senses. It will bring your story to life. For example, sight, sound, smell, taste, and of course, touch. Observe carefully and write down what your thoughts are about the phenomenon. Tommy and Susie were really good observers. They saw vibrant, colorful leaves of fall, reds, yellows, and oranges. They felt a gust of wind and saw a magical whirlwind. They smelled the fragrant Halloween mums and saw their mystical powers. Can you all be good observers and write down what you experience? Write down key words from your observations and your experiences. Some observations could include the autumn sky, the crisp, swirling wind, the fragrant mums, the rustling of leaves. Can you think of some others? Just like writing the story, the development of Little Ghost took time, with many revisions to improve the character. It involves sketching out basic ideas, revising, and creating unique elements for our characters. Can you identify unique characteristics of Little Ghost? Number 1, take a look and see the whirlwind. Number 2, the leaves. And number 3, the most important part, the magical, mystical mums. Create a storyboard, a sequence of sketches with writing and notes that can be rearranged in many different ways. This will help you to visually organize your story. Once you have your story developed, illustrations are added and storyboarded. On this page, you can see the development from stick figure concepts with notes to the completed illustrated pages with text. In any process, there are going to be setbacks. Setbacks may have you change direction, but change makes you learn and grow. And in the end, your story will be much better. The first layout for our book was in landscape form to the left. The printer could not print this way. We changed the layout of our book, which gave us the nicer look, to the right. Walt Disney, a famous storyteller, had many setbacks in his creative life. He adapted and made the stories more magical. Here are some other steps to help you. We call them tricks or treats of writing. Please go over them with your teacher. And here is a bonus bag of tricks or treats for writing. Look at them carefully. See what Tommy has to share with you, and see what Susie has to share with you in her treat bag. Now it's your turn to find the magic in the world and then to write about it. Look around. It's waiting to be found. Trick or treat and happy fall and happy Halloween from the authors of Host a Little Ghost and the Story of the Mystical Mums.